Well, we're moving on with our jobs list, and it's getting shorter. I've got the TR3 washed, and we've got the truck washed. I got the hood waxed on the TR3, so it's looking good. Fortunately, I had a bit of a disaster when I was washing the car. I forgot to latch the trunk lid, and I'd forgotten that I'd put the video camera in there. So I was looking for my video camera, couldn't find it, and I remembered I put it in the trunk of the car. And then when I went to retrieve it, it was sitting in a puddle. So the camera, my original or my good camera, is not working now. So this is my throwback Kodak Play Sport that I used to use many years ago. Hopefully it's still working. Anyway, we'll have to figure out what to do with the other camera. I'm looking for some rice in the house. Put it in, but I don't even have anything but this Japanese rice. It's not going to work very well. So might have to go out and invest in a bag of rice and see if I can get some moisture out of that camera so it will turn on again. Anyway, the truck is clean temporarily. I waxed the hood of this one as well while I had the wax out. I don't know if this truck's ever been waxed in its life by the previous owner anyway. So that looks a little bit better. I'm sure it'll be dirty within a few hours, such as it is with black. Anyway, what are we going to do now? I think I'm going to probably pull the trailer out. Still need to repair this, and some of you may not have seen this. This is on my list to repair. This is from the previous owner as well, who had punched this in here. I'm not sure whether he jackknifed the trailer. Anyway, I've pulled this out. I've got a piece of heavy diamond plate here, but it's too heavy. So I'm just going to try to find a lighter piece of diamond plate just to put a repair patch over that. So that's still on the list to do. And there's a few other things on the list. Still packing tools and things and jacks and jack stands, etc. I was waiting to get the truck washed before I did that. So I think what I'll do now, like I said, I'll hook the trailer up, pull it out on the street. Maybe we'll put the TR3 back in the trailer. Alright, it's Tuesday morning, the 25th of September, and we're still getting ready to head to the trials in North Carolina. I've got my piece of diamond plate here. I'm going to cut it in half in order to make that patch on the front of the trailer. I'm thinking of riveting it and maybe doing a little bit of adhesive behind it. So I've got some adhesive over here on the floor as well. So that's the plan. I think what we're going to do is cut this panel in half, and we'll do the whole side first, repair the whole side, and then to do, it's a little bit of OCD here, but to make it look like it's supposed to be like that, we might actually apply the second half of that patch over on the other side to make it look like it's actually supposed to be there. Let's see what happens. We'll do the patch side first and how easy that goes. So of course it's raining today as well, and I suspect this is going to be what the weather is like for most of the time we're down in North Carolina, so I should probably get used to it. Anyway, I've got the diamond plate drilled for rivets, so we'll move out to the trailer and make the same holes in the diamond plate that's on the trailer currently, and we'll see if the rivets work properly. Alright guys, the repairs are now done. The right side was a little easier than the left side, just because the backing diamond plate is pretty wavy, and it was hard to get in behind there to keep the aluminum out so I could attach that top piece of diamond plate. So the left hand side's not exactly flush, but we'll throw some caulking around there and we should be okay. Anyway, I think it looks okay. So another job done. I think we're ready to go. Alright, just coming up to 7 p.m. and it's pretty much been raining all day today. We've got the truck ready to go, trailer ready to go. The only thing I need to pack is my clothing and my electronics. I don't want to leave my electronics in the truck overnight just in case. You never know. So we'll put that in tomorrow morning. We're going to leave here at about 4:30 a.m. so it'll be dark when we leave. But I think we'll be more than prepared at that point to hit the road. So that'll be the last video you see from me until tomorrow. Maybe I'll take a little bit of video from the road. Hopefully this camera's working okay, but maybe we'll switch back and forth between my GoPro, this camera, and I've got another 35mm camera that takes video as well. So maybe between the three of them we'll be able to get you some video. That's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Alright, 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning, and we made it to our first stop in Port Credit, Ontario, and I picked up our first two participants, John and Scott. Scott's driving the Miata, John's driving the Honda S2000, so two non-TRs. Scott actually has a TR8 and a TR6. He's opted to bring the Miata on this trip. Anyway, oh, I just got wet by a sprinkler. Alright, good start to the... Alright, we made it to our first stop at Millie's Diner in Irving, New York. Still a little soggy.
It's even worse for when we're down there.
There you go, get the essentials here packed, ready to go.
Check.
Check.
Check. Check.
We got Bill here, brave guy, in the rain all the way, and the TR3.
Skip, my windows won't roll down. My windows won't roll down.
All right, back in the truck. Well, you have to give it to the guys that are driving their TRs all the way down to North Carolina in this kind of weather. In particular, kudos to Bill, who's driving the I think it's a 61 TR3A all the way down in this weather. That's not an easy drive, if you can imagine driving in this kind of weather in a side screen car. He's definitely getting wet. Alright, just entered into Ohio, so we're making good progress. We've got about another 70 kilometers to our next stop or so. So, yeah, still raining in Ohio, as you can see. We're not driving out of it. Might be driving into it. Alright, little update for you. We're just on 71 South, heading in towards Cincinnati. We're 180 kilometers away from that point. We are staying in Kentucky tonight, just south of Cincinnati in Newport, Kentucky. So we've still got a little ways to go to get there. Anyway, we're making fairly good time. Had one little miscue coming around Cleveland, but ran into quite a bit of construction, and it was quite a long time to get through that area. Other than that, we're doing okay. It stopped raining, so all is good. Alright, 5 p.m. update. We're 100 kilometers away from Newport, Kentucky, where we're spending the evening. Truck's performing well. It seems like everything is uphill here. Pennsylvania, Ohio, doesn't matter. Doesn't seem like there's any downhill. Anyway, we'll get there. Looks like an ETA of about 6 p.m. so far, but things can change. So we're sort of traveling as a group, but kind of not. I mean, we have these specified waypoints along the way if anybody wants to stop, so we've been leaving a little bit later than the group, and then we've been catching them up on the road. So we've got this looks like Richard Tisdale in front of me in his 250, and we just passed Skip Gould and Karen in his 250, so we seem to be catching them up a little bit. I believe they're going to stop one more time before they get to the hotel. We're just going to keep on going. We don't need to get out and stretch as much as the guys driving the TRs do. So anyway, there it is. Probably see a few more guys up here. So the day's not quite over yet. It's 7:35, and I did make it to the hotel. I was just about to park the trailer, and I got an emergency call. One of the cars is broken down back at the last exit, so about 30 miles away. So I've unloaded the car at the hotel, parked it in the underground, and we have an empty trailer now, and hopefully we're going to be able to go rescue a TR6. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we got a few minutes before we get there, and it's starting to get dark. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, 9 o'clock on Thursday morning, and we're just getting ready to leave. It's pretty cool. Outside of the Hofbrau house. And that bridge is looking pretty cool in the distance. They're right in the downtown core here. Anyway, just waiting for the TRs to line up, and we'll be off to the races. Alright, update for you. It's 11:15 and it's raining again. We've just had our first stop of the day and filled up with gas, and now we're back en route. We're on our way to the Harlan Sanders Cafe, or Museum, in Corbin, Kentucky. So we're about 102 kilometers away from there, and we'll have some lunch while we're there. Alright, we're at the Harlan Sanders Museum and Cafe. We have been here before, about 10 years ago when we were in Townsend. So it's raining pretty hard. There we go. Go in and get some chicken. Okay. The video that Skip doesn't want to see. So we have a little roadside technical session coming up. The window will not go up, so we suspect that the windows come off the track at the bottom. So we're going to pull the door panel off, so we're just going to grab some tools and do a little work in the rain. Chicken. You can see it's been raining a little bit here. That's what I've been driving through. Well, not me. These guys. I've been driving in comfort. Alright, 1:37 in the afternoon. We've had our lunch. Unfortunately, we are unsuccessful in our roadside technical session. It looks like the regulator is completely jammed on the car. We're going to have to take it apart further in order to take the glass out, and we didn't want to do it in the rain, so a garbage bag and duct tape will serve until we get to the location, and then we'll try to take it apart there. Anyway, we've got next stop is Clinton, Tennessee, and we've got 103 kilometers to go to get there in the rain. That's the theme for this weekend. I have to say it again. Kudos to those guys driving their little British roadsters through all this. You know, 50 and 60-year-old vehicles. There's a guy that's driving the 1961 TR3A all the way from New York down here in this weather. If you've never driven in a TR3A with the wipers going, the wiper blades are tiny. So I can just imagine what he's going through driving in this kind of weather. The guys in the TR6 don't have it much better, but this is just unbelievable weather. I've experienced it before, actually coming back from Townsend, Tennessee, at the tail end of a hurricane 10 years ago, and it's not fun to drive, and it's not fun to drive in a truck, but to be in a little British roadster in this kind of weather, it's just a little bit unbearable. Just incredible. Just totally unrelenting. Wow. I think I saw a flash flood warning for Knoxville, Tennessee. No wonder. This much water. So it's 4 p.m. and a bit of a somber mood has set in to this end of the trials trip to Fontana Dam. We've had two separate incidents, whatever you want to call them. One TR250 is involved and been hit by a tractor trailer and put into the ditch. Both the occupants are okay, fortunately, but I'm not so sure about the car so far. And my buddy John, who is driving the Honda S2000, was driving along, and apparently the driver in the lane next to him lost control of their vehicle and spun the car into the side of John, and it sounds like John's car might be a write-off as well. So, not good things. John's off to the hospital apparently, and yeah, I'm still on my way to the Fontana Village, but we'll find out more information once we get there. Believe it or not, I'm so badly lost. Actually, myself, Doug, and Patty, I see them up there in their truck and trailer as well. We are on US 129, which is the Dragon. So we're doing the Dragon and our pickup trucks pulling our cars in the trailer. So I guess we can say that we've done the Dragon now. So out of our group of, I don't know how many people, It's just the 2 trucks and the 2 trailers, Doug and Patty here, on the tail of the Dragon. At the end of it, we had the survivors and the trailers. Not to make fun of anything, but anyway, we just stopped for a bit of a break, going left and right, and staying out of the ditch. So we've got a nice, beautiful spot here. Oh, good place to take a break. Anyway. It was a good place to see all the sports cars come by, but there are no sports cars apparently. I just saw a little Fiat 500 go by. It's a little wet to be doing anything silly today.
It's too dangerous for the sports car.
Yeah.
You need a full-size truck.
Yeah, that's right. You need a full-size truck to do the towing a trailer to do the tail of the Dragon. That's expert level, eh?
Oh, here's the 3.
Oh, hang on. I lied. There are real sports cars doing the tail of the Dragon. Hi, how you doing?
Well, I'm all alone.
Well, you're not anymore. You're with us.
Yeah.
This is it. Tail of the Dragon. Pulling a trailer. Okay, that's enough. Gotta concentrate on driving. It's 6 p.m. No idea where we're going, but we made it to Fontana Village Resort. 6 p.m. We thought it was going to be a short day today. Oh well,